Welcome to the FL4K pack. It's Turnmax here, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 build video. And today, I made a build completely centered around the new Light Show SMG that is released with DLC 3. And the idea to where this came from is, I've been seeing a lot of builds around YouTube lately, and a lot of them have been using this gun as the main weapon, and then smacking the word build on top of it. So, why don't I actually make an actual build around this gun and show it in its true full potential. Anyway, before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to join the FL4K pack, and make sure you smack that like button down below if you enjoyed the video, and click that bell so you don't miss out on any of my future Mayhem 10 build videos. But starting off in the skill tree, let's go right into the Hunter skill tree. 5 out of 5 in a second intention for the extra reload speed. Plus, we're going to be getting bonus reload speed on a critical hit, and we are going to be using fadeaway with this, so of course, we are going to be getting that 23% reload bonus quite often. 3 points and leave no trace, so we can actually shoot our weapon a lot longer and of course have less reloading, but when we do reload, second intention is there, so it's a little bit quicker. 5 out of 5 in interplanetary stalker, so we get the bonus gun damage per kill. This stacks up to 3 times. 3 out of 5 in Hunter's Eye for the extra critical hit damage, the armor damage, and the damage reduction against Beast. Now, I only put 3 points out of it because our class mod gives us +2. 3 points in the head count, so when we hit critical hits, we will get our fadeaway back quicker. This is bugged with rack attack, but from my knowledge and my testing, it's actually perfectly fine with fadeaway. 3 points in the big game to boost our Hunter skill duration and effects. 3 points into the most dangerous game, so when we get a kill on a badass, we get the bonus crit damage, the bonus gun damage, and a little bit bonus handling for a short time. Now, this gun doesn't have too much kick, so the handling isn't really a big deal, but it's mainly for the damage itself. 1 point to Galactic Shadow for the 15% raw critical hit damage increase. And finally, our last point to Megavore, so we have that 20% chance to crit even outside of fadeaway, and even when we're not hitting an enemy in the head, which is always nice. Now over into the Stalker skill tree. We do have 5 points in the Furious Attack because this is going to be getting stacked up pretty damn quickly. This gun shoots 4 bullets per shot, and you just need to hit someone 10 times for this to go to max stacks. So after 3 shots, you're going to be at max stacks, and you're going to be getting this bonus damage. Now, it's 2% damage per stack, and now that it's 10 times, we are going to be getting a flat out 20% gun damage. 5 points in the overclock because more fire rate equals more DPS, and we also get a small fire rate boost when we reload. 5 points in the self-repairing systems for the extra maximum health and the health regeneration. 3 points in the turn tail and run for the gun damage and fire rate while standing still, and we get that damage reduction and health regeneration while on the move. Very good for survivability, helped me out quite a bit during the Maliwan takedown testing. 3 out of 3 into the Fast and the Furious, so we get the extra gun damage and movement speed above half health. My class mod boosts this to 4 out of 3 because we are running a stack bot, so we do get that 13% movement speed and the 33% gun damage. And the pet damage is nice, not that it's a pet build or anything, but your pet will be doing a little bit more damage. 5 points in the Hidden Machine because we are going to be in fadeaway quite a bit, and even though we're not running Not My Circus, Hidden Machine still works when the enemies have no target, which happens quite a bit because the AI in this game isn't the best. So most of the time you are going to be getting this 30% damage increase. And finally, in the Stalker Capstone, the power inside. Every time we go into fadeaway, we get that 25% bonus damage for 15 seconds. And of course, if we are at max health upon casting it, if you drop below max health after casting it, I do not know why people think you lose the 50% bonus, but if you go into fadeaway at max health, this will go up to 50% bonus damage for 15 seconds. And finally, your last 3 points are going to be put into Persistence Hunter. Doing this will increase our fadeaway duration by 45%. And we all know when you're not running 3-shot fadeaway drains quite quickly. So this helps that out. Plus, you'll have more time to stack up your stack bot. And of course, we do get the 12% gun damage as well, which is always handy. And we do have 2 points from our Stackbot class mod into Pack Tactics. You do not need to be spec'd into this to actually get the benefits from it, but we are going to be getting 14% bonus damage and 10% bonus maximum health. Now for the fadeaway setup, we do have normal fadeaway along with Gorillas in the Mist. I don't know why we're this far into this game's release and people don't know about this, but I keep forgetting that there's new people to this game. So if your fadeaway is only doing 3 shots, Gorillas in the Mist makes it so you could shoot as much as you want, and it's on a duration, as you can see over there, 5 seconds. And it's just on a duration, so you can shoot as much as you want, but you have reduced critical hit damage. And because we do have that, to make up for it, we do pop on Unblinking Eye, because consecutive hits on the same target increase our critical hit damage, which is plus 75% per hit. So we are going to be getting a lot of damage even though we're in Gorillas in the Mist. Now, as for your pet, I do have the Spider-Man Scorcher. No, not because he's broken right now, but he is going to give us that 10% bonus elemental damage, and we're using elemental guns basically in every situation. And of course, once again, the health regeneration is nice to have. Over into the Guardian rank, our Guardian rank is disabled, just like in all the rest of my builds. As you guys know, none of my builds feature Guardian rank perks or Guardian rank bonus stats, because I want you guys to know how the build actually performs and actually works. Any build is great with enough Guardian stats helping it, and I want to show you guys the raw potential of every build I make. Over into the Mayhem modifiers, we are, of course, in Mayhem 10. I am running Speed Demon for the movement speed, Healy Avenger because it's neutral, Ticked Off because status effect damage will not impact 99% of the builds in this game, unless you're Amara and you're doing some sort of melee build with that one dragon relic. I forgot the name of it. And Postmortem for my own torture. Over into the gear itself, I have to give a big shout out to my friend Matt once again for getting my hands on some of these amazing light shows here with some consecutive hit anointments, some of them with ASEs, but for me, I'm keeping the consecutive hit anointments on the light show just because of how it operates. I think it's probably the best anointment for this gun. You're getting a bunch of damage and it's easy to keep those stacks up. But into our main 4 weapons here, we do have 3 light shows along with a Plague Bearer. Now the Plague Bearer is just here because sometimes you need second winds, but it's mainly here for the Maliwan takedown, because this thing will just mow through enemies in the Maliwan takedown and you could kill Wotan with all of these. But any trash mobs use a Plague Bearer in the takedowns, that's why it's there. And of course we do have a Corrosive, a Shock, a Fire, a Cryo, and a non-elemental light show, and all of them have their own benefits and their own purpose, but they are all different elements and they all have consecutive hits. Now as for the gear, we are running stopgaps. I did provide one in every single element except Cryo, I believe. Yeah, I have not got a stopgap with the Cryo ASE, unfortunately. I do have a transformer in here as well if you find yourself going down too much in the takedown, and a Frozen Heart if you want to run that route as well. I like the Frozen Heart, great shield, but for a lot of people, getting this anointment on the Frozen Heart is actually a big deal, but it does work. It does serve its purpose. If you want enemies to be frozen, you could always pop it on if you want, but me personally, I prefer more survivability. Over into the grenades, I do have 2 options here. I have a It's Piss with a on grenade throw anoint. Now, the benefit of that is when you're in fadeaway, you throw the grenade, and you're going to get that 25% bonus damage, and on top of that, you get the 20% more damage when an enemy is affected by the It's Piss itself. So that's 45% bonus damage, almost an ASE 50% bonus damage, but you're still in fadeaway. So you're not waiting for your action skill end anointments, you're not waiting for when action skill end anointments, you're getting it while in fadeaway, which is very nice. But if you're looking to keep consecutive hits stacked up, I recommend either this Hunter Seeker over here or maybe even the Surge. That's also a really good choice because any source of damage will keep your consecutive hits anoint going. But if you're looking for more raw damage on a boss, It's Piss is probably the best way to go. But for keeping up your consecutive hits, make sure you throw on the Hunter Seeker. Now over into our relics, we do have the Pearl of Knowledge at level 60 with magazine size and fire rate. Of course, magazine size to shoot longer and fire rate for more DPS. But I do have some other options here. I do have a Snowdrift Auto Idol if you do not own any DLC. Now, if you don't own DLC 2, you can also put this on, because if you have DLC 3 and not DLC 2, you'll have the light show, but you will not have the Pearl. Now, the Snowdrift is really nice. This one came with magazine size and pistol damage, and it restores 21% of your max health after killing an enemy, which is nice. Plus, you get the bonus movement speed, so even if you're not using this relic, you could use it just to increase your farming speed on some maps. Snowdrift overall is just a great relic to have. And we have the Cut Purse Launchpad. Now, a lot of people are confused to why this is such a good roll on a Cut Purse, but people don't understand the way the Launchpad works is, let me just put on my Guardian rank so I could show you here without going on a high place. The way the Cut Purse works is when you jump in melee, it will send out these little, you see these rockets right here? These rockets will actually hit targets and it will proc the Cut Purse effect, kind of like the Fish Slap did with a normal Cut Purse, but this draws the Fish Slap out of the equation. So when you do this, I'm pretty sure these will home in on targets and it will get your ammo back, because this thing burns through ammo during takedowns or big tile areas. I just want to throw that in so you guys can have a more ammo efficient thing. Pop on the relic, slam once or twice, you'll be back at full ammo, no problem. But anyway, I think that's enough talk from me. Let's go into a little bit of gameplay over in DLC 3. Now, these guys are just little worms, so they're not going to be anything big or scary, to be honest with you. These guys are kind of a joke at the end of the day. Get death out of here. And we already have our radiation ASC. I'm going a little too fast for my own liking, but completely fine. I think there's a boss up here that we can kill. It's the same boss that drops the flipper. As you see right there, at range, you're not going to hit all your projectiles because the way the light show shoots is in a cone pattern. So you kind of have to adapt to that and get lucky that some of your shots will hit. But when they do hit, they are devastating. And yep, there is Minosaur. If you did not know, this is how you get the flipper SMG, which is a top tier SMG in my opinion. We're going to wait for our fadeaway. Let's get it in a few seconds. Take out these little guys. Pop in the fadeaway. Throw the little It's Piss, and he's done. He's done pretty quickly. As you see, our stack bot stacks up pretty dang fast. And everything just dies in the blink of an eye with this build. It's almost... I don't want to say it's game breaking because I like where the light show is at. It's a good balance between... Oh, there's a flipper right here. But it's a good balance between damage potential and ammo consumption because pistol is one of the smallest ammo pools in the game for an automatic weapon. And I think the fact that you can make up for the ammo, kind of like the Sandhawk, but there might be a nerf in the future, you know, I honestly don't know. I want to enjoy it while we have it, of course, and let me take off my Guardian rank. I do not want you guys to see that with that on. Now that Guardian rank is off, we'll see how much different the build is. I just want to show you, I'm sorry about that, I forgot to turn off my Guardian rank after showing you that cut purse thing. But the build works just fine without your Guardian rank enabled. Throw your It's Piss when it's needed. Yep, second wins are not an issue either. Now consecutive hits is playing a big role in this because we are running consecutive hits, we are running Stackbot, and we are running the Pearl. So we're basically getting maximum damage out of this build. But of course it could mob everything good. What about a boss? Alright, now that we're at Grave Ward with my action skill, let's throw our It's Piss and let's see what we can do. You probably already saw it in the intro sequence, but yeah, it's a joke, honestly. It's so easy to kill everything with this build. It's amazing. It's awesome to see. But what if the Frozen Heart is more of your guys' playstyle? Well, let's pop it on right here, even though it's level 57, and see how it performs. We're going to go over here, go into Fadeaway, which will proc the Frozen Heart. And yeah, not much difference in terms of damage. You're going to be doing insane damage, as always, but you are getting that little freeze effect onto enemies, which will in turn help with your survivability. But yeah, that's basically what you can expect with the way I run the gear. If you guys want to make changes to the build, go ahead. But I hope you guys enjoyed the build. And if you did, make sure you leave a like on the video. And subscribe if you're new and you want to join the Flak Pack. And make sure you join my Flak Pack Discord. Link will be in the description below for any of you guys that want to join that. Very awesome community. You guys are awesome. We have trade chat, all that fun stuff. But I hope you guys have a terrific day. Hope you guys stay safe during these times. And me and Scorch Jr., which is doing something over there, we'll see you guys later.